Keep Timmy alive until rescue comes. Get rescued by the military or ally with other wastelanders. And we cannot have the scout handbook or the first aid kit. What if somebody gets sick? Okay, we just gotta be with nice people and keep Timmy alive. That's all that matters. Please tell me Timmy's not the only person. Oh, good, 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 good. We're gonna send you out into the wasteland the entire time, ma'am. Timmy's never gonna get sick. It could have been worse, surely. At least we're all here. But what happens if one of us gets radiation poisoning or an injury? What will we do then without medical supplies? I guess we're gonna find out. Scout book was lost to the blast as well. If no other scouts made it, Timmy may be the only person in the wasteland who ever took a survival class. He's the chosen one. And we used to make fun of him for it. Well, we're not laughing now. Little Timmy needs to be protected at all costs. And we don't even have full supplies. Timmy looks so sad. Bravely ignoring our symptoms. Are y'all sick? We tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare away raiders or save us from radiation sickness. Everyone's really tired, except Dolores. Dolores is fine. Time to ration. Boop, boop. Who's going outside? Not Timmy. Dolores might. Why is everyone... Wait, nobody's sick, right? So is everybody just being whiny? You've been stuck in this hellhole for one day. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. A voice is speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear. Oh God. What if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? Yes. You're worried about the Soviets. The children are not going to become infected with communism. Trust me. Oh no. She's losing it. She's a communist now. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turns out it was Canadians. Goddamn Canadians. Either way, they're foreigners and we wouldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. We couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. Were they speaking in French? I mean, it's possible, but I think most Canadians are either understand and speak English or are bilingual. Who do we send out? Dolores is fine. We're gonna send Ted out with the suitcase and the mask. Hopefully nobody gets sick. Although Mary Jane can go. We need to get rid of somebody. Mary Jane, I'm perfectly fine if you eat like shrooms or something. Mary Jane is rested. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood. I'm telling you, she is whacked. There you go. We always thought life would be much better. That was before we got nuked. Now we think life could be much better. In a way, not that much has changed. Aw, look at how cute she is. Everybody's missing your tuba now, aren't they, Mary Jane? Timmy needs to stay alive at all costs. Timmy, you get everything. Mary Jane has been dropping hints that it's a special day for her today. It's her birthday. We had to think about it hard, and after eliminating your average festivities, the anniversary of that great barbecue we had 3 years ago, and International Popcorn Day. Is there an International Popcorn Day? I need to investigate that. We realized she was talking about her birthday. That means we need to get her a gift. The only thing I can give her is the cards, but I don't even know if I want to give her that. Whatever. Everybody deserves a gift on their birthday, even the bad ones. She does not look amused. Mary Jane loves cards. We thought she might get herself busy with solitaire, but she started doing card readings. Oh dear God. She's gonna turn into a tarot reader. Divination or not, if we don't figure out why the world has gone to hell, maybe she will. True. Timmy is on his best behavior. How long will it last? Mary Jane says she's fine. It doesn't need anything. Good, because we don't have anything. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is off again. Well, might as well look with the flashlight and see what's behind the door. Anything good? Nope, not even food. And I think we lost the flashlight. We inspected every corner of the room and found nothing. Well, that was a waste of time. Dolores wants water, water, water. I'm sorry, we don't have anything. Mary Jane has been awful silent. This is very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? Yes? She's your daughter. Well, Dad better come home soon because we are out. We have nothing. The other day, we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? We don't have a choice. We're out of food. Who's dead? Nobody. We got soup. You can hydrate with soup, right? We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? No. Timmy cannot. We can't risk Timmy getting sick. He's the chosen one, ma'am. Well, Mary Jane pieced out. Timmy stayed, and Dolores is dead. Looks like you're the lucky boy today, Timmy. You get the last bit of soup. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It should be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Timmy, you stay right there. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need is to make contact. Yes, just listen to the radio, Timmy. Dad's back. Please let Timmy...
They ask you how you are.
Timmy left! And we had water! It's your fault, Ted. Well, that's it. Ted's alive, but because Timmy just Peace out. Timmy, you and I need to have a heart-to-heart, mister. You are the chosen one. We must protect you at all costs. You eat and you drink. That's a priority. No leaving me and abandoning me, your family. Some mornings we feel a bit hopeless. We need to pull ourselves together and be more optimistic. The army can't be far. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. Dolores is thirsty. Timmy is thirsty. Mary Jane is thirsty. So everybody gets water today. And who's going outside? Dad's going out with the suitcase and the radioactive mask, and we'll see what happens. Day number 4. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Timmy's not thirsty. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Nobody's hungry, right? Oh, good. The food's gonna last a little longer. What's that sound? A galloping horse? We rushed to the door and were greeted by 2 men dressed like they'd come from a medieval fair. We identified the source of the sound. One of them was holding 2 rocks and hitting them against each other. I don't have anything to trade, friends, so get your galloping asses out of here. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. American flag. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. At least Dolores will be happy. Dolores is doing quite well. Timmy is okay. And Mary Jane is fine. Nobody hungry? Nobody's thirsty. Good. What was that, a rat? Rats are usually smaller than cats. And what's with this double tail? We can't let anything get to our supplies. Axe him to death. If it's a cat, if it's a rat, if it's a mouse, if it's a house, it doesn't matter. Chop it down. Day number 6. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. There has to be some water left. Dolores might get it. Timmy wants water. Dolores wants water. Mary Jane wants water and is hungry. So Mary Jane, you get both today, you lucky duck. You're thirsty and you're thirsty. Are you hungry? Nope. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. I don't have anything to counter cockroaches, so unless you get Timmy sick, then you're stuck with cockroaches. I'm sorry. Welcome back, friend. Oh, he made a noise. Oh my, the thing is huge, and there goes another one. Dolores is no longer thirsty, but she's hungry. Timmy is very hungry, and Mary Jane is fine. So you are hungry. No. Timmy is hungry. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness and a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Flashlight it to death. Blind it! That was a dog. But we don't have a dog. We must have scared him away. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully, it'll come back later. Maybe. Can we get a dog? Does anybody need anything for supplies? Nope. If there's one person we truly miss, it's our great Uncle Terry. We don't have the Boy Scout book, so great Uncle Terry's gonna have to live in the memories. Dad's back. And he's not sick. And he brought extra water and supplies. This is fantastic. We set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. Why would you go to the zoo in a... Never mind. Ted is not the brightest apple in the bunch. We were happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as an educational trip. We saw pterodactyls, chimpandeers, a porcupine. God, that sounds horrifying. A small army of cat roaches and other majestic creatures that have emerged among the post-nuclear fauna. Maybe we can give them the cockroaches. Between the East Asian and Australian sections, we found some cute pandaroos. Oh, some had items stashed in their pouches. The marine life section had collapsed, turning it into a radioactive pond in the middle of the zoo filled with creatures like piranhas and sea ponies. Aww. Hopefully they're okay. In a half-destroyed aquarium control room, we found an undamaged cupboard with supplies. A friendly-looking how do you even pronounce that? Crabtopomus lazily observed the sea life section from a distance. In its den, we found the body of a zoo worker. Don't want to get too close to that crabtopomus. We made our way to the African section and admired an atomic okapi. These animal names are kind of hard. We're not sure if it's mutated or not. It already looked weird as hell before. We scared off a group of them and found something stashed at the back of their enclosure. So we ended up winning on that expedition. You get food and everybody else gets water. Mary Jane insists she doesn't feel complete without her musical instrument. If she hit it well, maybe her tuba is still safe somewhere in the ruins of her house. A reminder of her hobbies and when life used to be might cheer her up for a bit. Go ahead, go find it. Is it day 10 already? Holy snap. Mary Jane got very excited when we agreed to let her look for the tuba. She said if we can't find the instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like some sheet music. We're pretty sure the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static or even the sweet sound of silence. Ted is still hungry and thirsty, and Dolores and Timmy are fine, so you get everything, buddy. It seems that every cockroach we squash with our boots, 2 others take its place. It's time to do something about it before we get completely overrun. What do you know? Dad brought back bug spray, so it should be okay. No more cockroaches. Don't let Timmy get sick from this. Jane, holy crap, Mary Jane came back. We've won the battle and maybe even the whole war. After the massacre was over, we tidied up the cockroach remains and dumped them next to our shelter door. Let that be a warning to all other insects out there. Don't mess with us. Make a display of the cockroaches. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface with absolutely nothing. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane's been asking about it all day, and Timmy should eat something. Dolores is fine. She's a living skeleton. You're thirsty. Ah, no. Just you. And Timmy's hungry. As we're considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. It turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in pretty bad shape. All they wanted was to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least clean bandages and medicine to attend to their wounded. How much do we have? 2.5 cans, water is 3. We'll give you some water. There you go. Be merry and healthy, I hope. Our visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they all wished us the best. It's a great feeling to be helping someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. So Ted needs nothing. Dolores needs food and water. Oh no, there. You need nothing, and Timmy is thirsty. Ted, you're going back out with the mask and the suitcase. Same as usual. Day 13. We're about to take a cautious peek outside when a furry beast jumped on us. Good thing our hearts were not battered by a fat, heavy hamburger diet because it was our dog friend and not a mutant lurking to chew our bone. The dog came back! He seems to be hungry. Shall we give him something to eat? All we have is tomato soup. I would love a doggy, but all we have is soup. Is he calling us on the phone? The dog was back to his former self in under an hour. We don't know what they put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided the dog needed a name, and the right name for him was Pancake. That is a fantastic name for a dog. If I get another cat, I'm naming him Pancake. Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone the next morning. We can bet he'll be back. So Mary Jane needs everything. We thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to answer it. Timmy can go outside. Just don't get lost or sick. Please. And come back soon. I feel like that was a mistake. It wasn't. Good. Timmy's here. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. The phone call got cut off. Timmy is hungry and thirsty. Mary Jane is fine. So Dolores is thirsty. No, bad idea. Mary Jane is fine, and Timmy is hungry and thirsty. If there's anyone who could rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. Turn on the radio and let's get this train rolling. Day 16, Dad's not back, but we still have a little bit of supplies. We made contact. The military is out there and they're coming to us. All we need to do is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions to keep our radio in working order. Dolores is no longer thirsty, but she would really love something to eat. Timmy is fine and Mary Jane is fine. Okay, so you hungry. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green showing up at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? No. They stole our harmonica and our chessboard last time. Everybody out. At least until Dad gets home. We didn't answer those peculiar calls and kept the door locked until the noises outside faded away. What if it wasn't the Merrymen? What if it was the military? Oh no, we're not exactly sure we want those people to come back. They sounded harmless enough, but can harmless people be trusted in these troubled times? They might be worse than those who don't seem harmless at all. Dolores is no longer hungry. Water is what Mary Jane needs right now. Timmy might not look it, but he's a strong young boy. Mary Jane just needs water. Okay. We don't have very much left, so Dad needs to come back. Peculiar. It seems that the whole shelter has been shaking every couple of minutes, and it feels like it's getting stronger every time this happens. Here it comes again, and it's way worse. It's an earthquake. Hold on to something. Grab the radio. The flashlight can suck it. Dad's not coming back. Feels bad, man. The poor flashlight is destroyed. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab it before it fell down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we clean this place up. Dolores needs water and Timmy needs water. So you need water. Timmy needs water. Mary Jane is hungry and we're officially out of everything. Day 18, 19, and Dad's back. Maybe he brought supplies? Oh no. There's nothing better than the quiet after the storm. Or was it the other way around? We ran into airdrop crates during our expedition. We should probably be thankful to President Fonda for organizing drops for the survivors, provided he's still the one in charge. Getting your country nuked during your term doesn't sound like a good thing to put on your resume. Okay, so President Fonda's fault that they're nuked. So maybe not send the thankful letter. A food drop, that's what we needed. What did they drop this time? Bread? Cheese? Meat? chocolate? Nope. More tomato soup. And Dad lost the gas mask and the suitcase. Oh no. Timmy's no longer thirsty. We're okay for now, but somebody's gonna have to go outside. It's high time we stop wondering about what's going on and start asking questions. Radio time. Please don't tell me Timmy is thirsty. 4 days without water, we can survive. Ted is hungry. Ted is really thirsty. Dolores is hungry. Timmy is hungry. You get that, and you get food, and you get thirsty, and you get hungry. Ted is not going outside. Mary Jane can go outside. Or Timmy. I don't want to risk sending Timmy, though, in case he doesn't come back. We'll send Mary Jane with absolutely nothing. Please come back soon. Timmy counts on you. Everyone is thirsty. Mary Jane, please. Hey, it's Pancake. Our friend is back, but he seems very nervous and he keeps barking and jumping. When we opened the door, he rushed out only to come back a moment later and bark at us again. Maybe we should follow him? What gear should we take? Take the axe. Just don't do anything to Pancake, please. Holy crap, that's a lot of water. I love you, Pancake. A man with an axe is a force to be reckoned with. Those two things we ran into while following Pancake learned this the hard way. Pancake was a real hero too. He chased them off and nearly made one of them leave their trousers behind. Not that anyone wanted them. Ugh. Who would have guessed those two would have a respectable stash of water? Forget the trousers, they left a liquid fortune behind. No kidding, I've got goosebumps. Timmy is saved. Ted is mighty tired and Dolores needs water. Timmy needs water. Behold, water. All of you get water. We're either going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects. Or worse. It's worse, there's spiders and not some miniature ones, but huge furry and very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. I don't have anything we can do with them. Sorry, you're stuck with spiders in your fro, Timmy. Knocking? This is a very good sign. Is it Pancake? Did Pancake evolve to knock on a door? We decided we can get rid of those spiders with our bare hands. They're very speedy. We know this. Ted is still tired. Ted is hungry. Dolores and Timmy are fine. So you want the food? Yes? A young woman dressed in white knocked on our door today, telling us the story of her missing twin brother who's probably being held in a bandit camp. He tried to defeat a big bandit leader and his sister fears something might have happened to him. She claims to know that we're good and trustworthy people and believe that we can help her rescue her sibling. If we do, she says it might be a beginning of a solid friendship. I believe that we need to be helped by the Wastelanders. Assist other survivors with a rescue mission. Can Ted go? He's fatigued. Dolores is fine. We'll send Dolores. This is the hardest decision I've ever made. Dolores is perfectly healthy. We'll send her and hope for the best. That doesn't sound like the best. Holy crap, Mom is back without a scratch. The woman quickly called a group of friends and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries and he'll be just fine. The siblings thanked us 100 times and said they would definitely contact us again. Timmy is incredibly hungry. So Timmy, eat. It's difficult to keep track of time down here, but at least we remembered it's Timmy's birthday today. He's growing so fast. We should get him something every boy wants for his... Which birthday is it? I don't have any gifts. Have a drawn picture of an American Berber, Timmy. I'm so sorry. We failed you as parents. Mary Jane? She's sick. And she did not bring food. Oh no. Time to grow up, Timmy. This isn't Kansas anymore and Santa doesn't exist. Poor Timmy. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning from the surface. We were happy to find the fire station in our town is at least semi-operational even after the apocalypse. It's not really shocking. Firefighters are the greatest of heroes, right after Marines and Ice Cream Men, the one with the happy tunes in their vans. Ice Cream Men are national heroes. Although none of their faces look familiar, we're sure they're the real deal. They had helmets, uniforms, and everything. They even customized their headwear by drawing a lot of menacing skulls on them. That does not sound like firefighters. That sounds like pirates. Near the garage, we found a few firefighters shooing off some giant mutated cockroaches with a fire hose. That's probably what got Mary Jane sick. Although initially friendly, the firefighters became a bit anxious after a while. They handed us a can of bug spray and asked us not to tell anyone about what we saw here. We're not sure why. Maybe they're too humble and don't want people to come and shower them with gifts. They're not firefighters. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. Yes, bring a weapon. Everybody wants something. Okay. Ted is thirsty. You're thirsty and hungry. You are hungry, but not thirsty. You are just thirsty. Shine your boots and hoist the flag. The army is on the radio again. They're telling us to get our flashlight ready to signal their aircraft, whereas I don't have a flashlight. I guess we're just stuck down here anyway. The signal has to wait. Besides, do they even know how much a flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy, especially after it was wiped out. So you are tired. You are nothing. You are hungry, tired, sick, and thirsty. But if, no. But if Timmy doesn't get food, Timmy's gonna be screwed. We're saving this for Timmy. You can survive a while without food, I promise. This is a good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air. Mary Jane, you're going out with the axe. I don't think I can give you the mask, so just the axe. But if we have to defend ourselves, we're screwed. This is getting a little tense. He's tired and fatigued. She's hungry, tired, and sick. You're gonna die, ma'am. Before I give you this last bit of soup for Timmy. Oh no, Pancake came back, but he's badly wounded. Some bastard was trying to catch him. I don't have a first aid kit, rip Pancake. I thought he lost his hand for a second. We didn't think anything could be worse than a nuclear bomb dropping on our heads. We were wrong. We buried Pancake next to the shelter in a nice place right under what used to be our white fence. Aww. We had a thought about eating him, but there are some lines you do not cross. Even in the most dire circumstances, you do not eat your friends, even if they're pancakes. Oh, I'm sad. Ted is still mighty tired. He needs to drink and he's hungry. Well, Ted, you're gonna die. So you get water. You get just drink. And you get water. Someone's at the door. We're a bit scared, but maybe it's a friendly face of an American soldier. We don't have anything to defend ourselves with. Maybe they're nice people. That sounds like Mary Jane. Timmy is sick! Oh no. A group of travelers wearing gas masks and carrying some serious looking equipment gave us purified water. Before we could thank them, they turned away. Opening the hatch was risky. Ted is hungry, rested, no longer thirsty. Mary Jane is quite hungry. She's gonna die. Timmy's no longer thirsty, but he's hungry. Eat up, buddy, and drink. All of you drink. We can't risk this spreading. Mary Jane was injured on her last expedition. She didn't mention it to us and we didn't notice. She's been coughing her lungs out. It seems her injury got infected and she's in bad shape. I can't help her. What am I gonna do with an axe? This is getting worse and worse by the minute. Mary Jane will be fine. It's not the first and it's not the last time she's sick. She's looking a bit pale. Timmy's looking very pale. That's not good. He's no longer hungry. Mary Jane is starving and Ted is starving. Mom needs to come home now. We saw something strange on our way back from the expedition. A chain of lights on the horizon, pulsing and flashing in a chaotic manner. It didn't make much sense to us at the time, but when we discussed it in the shelter, Timmy said it might be a secret scout signal. He would need to check out the signal by himself and decode it using a scout book. We don't have the scout book. I'm stressing. Timmy's sick. That's knocking. I said I would never open it again, but what else can happen? Okay, listen to me, Ted. If anything happens, spray them in the eyes. We have doubts about it being a legitimate signal from real scouts. We're not risking walking into a bandit trap. Better just forget we saw anything. Ration supplies. Nobody's thirsty. Everybody's sick and starving. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided the camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. I don't have either of these two, and you're not getting my radio, so suck it. Timmy, you better live. Are you thirsty? Yes, everybody gets water today. There's not much you can do in this tiny bunker. We need to fight boredom, otherwise some might feel like going out to admire that radioactive landscape or something equally crazy like learning about foreign geography. We need to do something. Listen to the radio. That's the smartest thing to do. More knocking, but Mom's still not home yet, and I don't know how long she's been gone. If you put a seashell to your ear, you can hear the ocean. We discovered if you put your ear next to a radio, you can hear static, and it's more like an ocean. Timmy is getting worse, but he's hungry. Oh no. Timmy is hungry. Did I save? I have nothing. The twin siblings have paid us a visit, asking if we have a map of our town in the shelter. Yes? Their group is becoming bigger every day, and they're slowly running out of space in their tents, so now they're traveling through the city looking for a good spot to make a camp. Sure! I don't think I need a map for anything anyway. Mom! Please have food, please have food, please have food, please have food. I love you. You're sick. Mary Jane left? Why did she leave? Probably because she was hungry. We were happy to see them again. We quickly handed them our map and pointed out several locations that might be worth checking out. They left before it got dark to still get a few hours of scouting in daylight, but they said they would definitely be back again to share some news and a friendly chat. We hope they find a good place. Maybe we could visit them when the camp is ready. We're glad to see Dolores back. When scavenging for supplies, one should check every possible corner, even if it doesn't seem promising. With that in mind, we ventured into the ruins of the local bank, hoping to find something more than piles of useless pre-apocalypse coins. It looks like the bank was just robbed before the blast. The vault was cracked open with saws hidden in teddy bears. Who does that? Saws hidden in teddy bears? That sounds awesome. Anyway, we can see why they wanted to rob it so badly. The place was filled with tomato soup. How did it end up here? Maybe the mail had it delivered to a bank? Food, water, a suitcase? Mom is a champ. Ted looks very weak. Ted is sick. Timmy is sick. Mom is sick. Oh God, Timmy, don't die. Are you thirsty? No. Are you thirsty? No. Are you thirsty? We're saving the water then. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader and a gambler. He offered us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. We have plenty of water. No, we're not gambling with him. Mary Jane should have stayed. If she would have stayed a little bit longer, Ted, you are very drippy and sweaty. They need to rescue us like now. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set to the kids? We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. So you're gonna rob somebody instead of gamble for supplies? If that's better, then water and food. That's all you can do. I'm sorry, Ted. You can do it, buddy. You get an axe and a suitcase. And then it's just Mom and Timmy. Dolores would really love something to eat. We can't just sit around while she seems sick. Timmy is no longer hungry or thirsty, but he's very sick. So we're going to give him water and food no matter what. We're able to catch the military broadcast again. This time they're asking us to get out with a flashlight and signal to their plane after it gets dark. Uh-oh. We still don't have a flashlight. That sounds like a helicopter. And we missed it. Dolores' health is not improved. She is no longer hungry and she is rested. Timmy is still quite sickly. Doesn't matter. Eat and drink. A coded note was left on our doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers, some sort of cipher that will need to be cracked before we can read the letter. Dolores seems eager for this challenge. However, it's hard to tell how long this could take her and it could prove to be a waste of her time. Should she keep herself busy with it? Absolutely. To solve that cipher. Decipher the cipher. I've never said cipher so many times in my life. Did you solve it? Dolores instantly sat down with the code and started working on it with a purpose. She looks very focused. Let's hope the note is we're staying up all night. Dolores looks very tired already. She's cured from her illness and she's really tired. I'm going to give you both water, but we're going to give Timmy some soup and hope we can cure him with luck. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. They offer a flashlight for our gun, but we don't have a gun or a flashlight. I can give you a broken... Oh no, man. Our one chance to get a flashlight. This has me on the edge of my seat. I want Timmy to live. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. Listen to it. Go for it. It'll keep Timmy from going insane with illness. Uh-oh. Timmy sounds very sick. Ted has been outside for far too long and still has not returned. We fear he isn't coming back. Well, Ted's gone. Anybody hungry or tired? Nope. It took several days and a lot of silent cursing, but Dolores finally cracked the code. The note contains detailed directions for some secret location nearby, but it also says Dolores must show up alone. She says she's willing to go, but we can't help wondering if it's some sort of trap. Should we risk it? I don't think we have a choice. Day 41. She's not back, but she didn't die. When someone knocked at the door, we were suspicious and cautious, but after a few minutes of talking, it turned out it was a group of old ladies who were at a tea party not far from here when the bombs dropped. We thought it would only be good manners to talk to them face to face. When we opened the door, those old bats attacked us with their umbrellas, canes, and something that looked like a spiked table leg. We need to fight back. Timmy, I'm so sorry. Don't tell me they shot Timmy. Mom's back! Bug killing spray may be primarily used for killing insects, but it seems to work equally well as bandit repellent. As long as you aim for their eyes, the reaction is quite instant. We're safe for now, but how much longer? And is the spray going to be enough to drive those lowlives away? Dolores came back looking relaxed and carrying extra supplies. The note was written by her dear friend, Peggy, who now inhabits a shelter together with other work colleagues of Dolores. She claims it was some sort of secretary job from before she married Ted. It's weird how little we know about that time in her life. She's quite a private person, our dear Dolores. But clearly, all these years ago, she made friendships for life. These supplies will prove useful. She was a secretary or an accountant. Mom's got a secret life. Timmy needs an extra blanket. He's shivering all the time and he doesn't need much, but he wants water. I can do that for you, Timmy. And you're just tired. Okay, have some soup, Timmy. Do we have enough food? Oh, we're good for a little while. Yes. Nobody's going outside. There isn't a lot of space down here. We can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. Yep. Investigate that hole. Find out what that hole is holding. Are we free? This is all... Why is this so cracked? Why is the radio broken? What the hell just happened? We approached the hole cautiously and peeked inside. What happened next nearly gave us a heart attack. Some crazed rodent, a reptile, or whatever this crazy mad creature was, leapt out and started jumping all over the damn shelter. It was everywhere. We couldn't catch it. Before we could do anything, it pushed our radio off the table and went back in the hole it crawled from. We never saw it again. Good. Does anybody need anything? You're fatigued. You're fatigued and sick. We're certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies. I mean, we're okay until we get down to one can of soup. A friendly group came today to say the camp is almost complete, but they need a few more items to make the place really worth living in. It's mostly about the children. There's a bunch of them in the camp, and their only entertainment so far is playing tag in the sad ruins of their homes. The group is collecting toys to keep the children happy and stop them from running off into the wasteland. Yeah, give them cards. Children love cards. Day 44. I'm getting anxious. Timmy is still sick. We were happy to share our set of cards with them. Sure, the deck isn't complete, so the kids will have to make up some new games, but at least it'll keep them busy. Our friends agreed and promised to keep us updated on the situation in the camp. Timmy's looking very pale. That's not good. Water is all Dolores wants. You get water, you get food and water. Considering Dad took off completely with the axe and is never coming back, we're not going outside. We could use some extra supplies. The last time we went on a supply run, we noticed a damaged tank stuck in the rubble nearby. How about we send someone to investigate? Oh no. If Mom gets killed, then it's over. If Timmy gets killed, then it's over. We're risking it for the biscuit. I'm really nervous. Mom came back. Did you get anything good? She found a gun? Dolores is no longer thirsty, but Timmy is still sick, so we're gonna give him the only thing that we can. We could really use some more supplies. We counted all of them today, and the numbers did not make us happy. Time to do something about it. We know that a teacher from the local school managed to rescue a bunch of kids and lead them to a nearby building where they're relatively safe, and we could really use whatever they have. We are not stealing from the children. Nope. We're staying safe and healthy. Who's knocking? You have friends in the neighborhood. Could it be your friends? Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. The old people was enough. We are not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values, even in these troubled times, especially in these troubled times. Let's set a shiny example and leave these poor people alone. Timmy is pale. Dolores is hungry. Okay, you can eat, ma'am. You need to eat and drink. We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. It seems to be a trader who's very interested in ammunition. I don't have any ammo, buddy. I'm sorry. Although I would love a radio. Bless you. Dolores needs a bath. We could tell the stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it. Timmy is still sick. Dolores is no longer hungry, but she needs some water. Okay, you get water, you get water. Alarm! Someone is trying to break in and they may not be alone. We'd better get ready or else we might end up dead. This is the gun. Ma'am, you just saved the day. Who did we just shoot? Oh, lovely. The gun is broken. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? Our trusty old rifle helped us fight, but now it's just a piece of junk. This is not good. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Timmy is cured. Sometimes all it takes is a lot of water and food. Maybe he had a virus. Time to ration supplies. Tired? Nope. Our town used to be a very quaint and friendly place before the blast. One of the folks we often recall is Old Man Jim, who sometimes limped through our street. Turns out he's alive and well and still homeless. Some things never change. He clearly misses us as much as we miss him. He's been banging on our shelter door for the past few hours asking whether we want to buy a rock. You can buy a rock from Jim. Rocks? We love rocks. Mary Jane used to have a sizable collection of minerals and we were all really fond of it. Even the simplest radioactive rock is a good start for a new collection. The one we chose is really pretty and Jim didn't even want anything in return. He told us it brings us luck and that we should cherish it. Seems like things are really going our way today. Anybody need anything? Nope. After all the days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean. We smell bad. Real bad. It didn't bother us until we noticed it, and now we're about to get sick. So why not take a shower or consider these alternatives? What are you gonna do with that and a broken gun? No, we can't do anything. We're gonna be stinky and happy. Day 50 and knocking. Did we make it? Why is Mom sick? The world is ended. Who cares about showering? We can get used to it. Adapting shouldn't be hard. It'll be like a camping trip. It will. Oh no. That smell is terrible. Don't puke, don't. Suspicious looking stains cover parts of the paint. Dolores is thirsty and hungry, and Timmy is sick. Again. Damn it. You eat. We're gonna save food for you. Judging by the sound of the gunfire and screams, it seems like going outside is risky, but we might have to just do it. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty looking rifle, but she held us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter tracking a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were here to help her, she would pay us back a while. I don't have any ammo or else I would. An armed person who murders things for a living? Giant mutated spiders? In our neighborhood? We don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. Dolores is still ill, but nobody's hungry or thirsty. Who's going outside? Mom is taking... Take the padlock. It can be used as a weapon. In a pinch. Timmy's all alone. Timmy's gonna go crazy. Bandits are at the door, promising us the worst fate we can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to make a stand or surrender. All I can do is harmonize them. Harmonikize? Harmoniki? Please let Timmy make it. Timmy, I love you. They lowered down their weapons and cried a few tears, surprised by the beauty of our music. They will let us live today. Harmonica for the win! Someone's at the door. We cannot hear what they're saying, but they've been banging on it like crazy. Maybe it's good news. Maybe it's bad news. Should we open the door? Yes. Just to be safe. No! Oh? Who is this? For so long, we thought the world has really turned into a cruel, unforgiving, and hopeless place, but today our views on it were challenged when the siblings and a few other people from their group visited us with an invitation to come live with them in their freshly built, fully functional camp. Timmy made it! This is our chance to have a normal life again, being between friendly and good people, taking care of each other during the good and the bad, and then uniting together against the evils of the wasteland. I'm so happy. This is an emotional moment for us. Me too. And a time to leave our dark but cozy shelter on a way to a brighter future. Farewell, our humble little home. We're starting a new life today. We could not have done this without Timmy's help. We promised to never laugh at the scouts again. Well, at least until next week or so. We did it! Timmy is saved! Confetti and everything. If you guys want to see more of this game and more of the challenges it entails, make sure to let me know down in the comments. But until next time, I'm going to have tomato soup. See ya!